The best of the morning to you. This is Monday with Friday, preparing you for a better week ahead. I didn't see a single protest last week anywhere by anyone declaring Black Lives Matter. But the message is still needful. Now, if you still misunderstand those three words, believing they single out black lives as though no other lives matter, you're only half right. You're right that Black Lives Matter does single out black lives, but you're wrong in thinking that it's because no other lives matter. On the contrary, it is precisely because black lives do not currently matter as much as white lives that the cry goes out, Black Lives Matter. Now, Black Lives Matter is a slogan, and as slogans go, there can be limits on their clarity. The full statement, of course, is Black Lives Matter also. But even by itself, Black Lives Matter is pungently clear. It's a cry from black people shouted in pain and protest to a social, legal, penal, and economic system that benefits, advantages, and privileges white people, that declares to them, hey, our lives matter as much as yours do. We are humans too. 𝗕𝗹𝗰𝗸 is a white woman missing in America. Everybody knows that name. However, the National Crime Information Center has reported 5,712 women and girls of American Indian and Alaskan Native ethnicities missing since 2016. But we don't even know a single name in that crowd. There are more than 50 black girls missing in the states of New Jersey and New York alone, 20 since this year began. We don't know a single name. According to the FBI, 64,000 black women are missing in America. 64,000. We don't know a single name. Perhaps because they're shamed into the stark imbalance, a couple of cable news outlets began promoting a couple of black men who've gone missing recently. David Robinson has been missing for 3 months, but it took the spotlight on a white woman missing for only a couple of weeks to bring David's name to the fore. It's not just that we don't know these black people's names, not just that the frenzied media focuses on missing white women, demonstrating that black and brown lives don't matter at all or as much as the missing white lives they lament. The devaluation of missing black and colored lives begins exactly where the Black Lives Matter slogan began, at the foot of police departments, which, apart from brutalizing and killing black unarmed men, take two divergently different attitudes to reports of missing white people versus missing black people. Whether they drag their feet, reduce their resources, minimize the complaints, or assume that black people either did something that caused them to disappear voluntarily or did something to deserve being disappeared by somebody else, black lives clearly do not matter to the police. And it's a systemic problem. The media support this systemic racism, always obsessed with missing white people, while black people fade into the darkness in more ways than one. Black Lives Matter. While black Haitians for several decades were intercepted by the U.S. Coast Guard off the Florida coast and hauled back to Haiti, whitish Cubans were always welcome. Black lives didn't matter, regardless of which political party held the reins of government. So we deplored the last government holding brown people in cages on the southern border. Now we're watching this government illegally, possibly, haul thousands of Haitians legally seeking asylum back to a country we just offered our usual thoughts and prayers after multiple cataclysms there. And we know that that country has no means to receive or support them. Haiti's impoverishment was formed in the bowels of racism when France, 217 years ago, said to Haiti, "Your black lives don't matter." Even America occupied Haiti for 19 years in the last century, ostensibly to maintain order. France, America, and much of the global north are complicit in Haiti's predicament today. Yet, today, neither France nor America give two hoots about Haiti because black lives don't matter. Now, if you think the cry, Black Lives Matter, matters only in America, you probably haven't figured out why 55% of Americans are fully vaccinated, but only 7.5% of Jamaicans are. Or why 67% of Britons, 64% Germans, 65% French, 67% Italians, 77% Spanish, and 71% Canadians are all vaccinated, while the numbers are 0.9% Nigeria, 0.4% Niger, 1.2% Somalia, 0.2% Haiti, and on and on and on. Vaccine justice is just one more sign that Black lives don't matter. It's a shame, then, that many Black people who can take the vaccine don't. It's a shame when the people to whom Black lives don't matter are Black people themselves. I am Michael Friday, and your week just got better. I'll see you again next week. Happy Monday, all the way to Friday.